That's good. That's good. Good ass sounds. Oh man,
that's gonna bring us right into
speaking of ass sounds,
right into terminal velocity. So, a maverick skydiver and a former KGB agent team up to stop the Russian mafia from stealing gold. And welcome back to Rabbit Troop Sucks.
Oh, that's what that was about.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the things in that synopsis are spoilers.
My name's Paul. Next to me is Mike. Next to me is also Lamar.
Hello.
Welcome back to Rabbit Troop Sucks. We're a podcast about obscure, forgotten about, and often overlooked films. Especially Terminal Velocity from 1994. Charlie Sheen at not his finest.
This wasn't his finest.
Do you think this was his finest?
He sleptwalked through this whole thing, and he did it with very little effort. Yeah. I gotta say, he probably was his finest.
I think Charlie Sheen in 1994 looks 10 years older than early 2000s Charlie Sheen. I'm surprised his career expanded beyond this film.
That's a good call on that. Wow.
So, terminal velocity. What'd you think, Mike? God help us all, because Mike's going to be steering us through this film.
We're skipping to the end of the podcast, and we're just going to talk about if we liked it or not.
No, just early impressions. What'd you think of Terminal Velocity?
So I have seen this movie before when it came out. I love 90s Charlie Sheen. I'll just get that right out of the way. The second Hot Shots might be one of my favorite movies of all time.
I think you mentioned that on a previous episode too.
So I'm predisposed to being
Part deux.
Yeah, that's on record.
It is. It's in the canon. This movie,
Jeremy and I noted that was another field trip after Home Alone 2. We saw Hot Shots Part 2.
Hot Sharts.
Hot Sharts.
That's a different movie.
Wow. That is a. What kind of school were you going to? Were you just going to see movies all the time?
Where you have hot charts?
Yeah. This movie sucks. We're just going to get that right out of the way.
Yeah.
this movie's a hot fucking mess.
This movie is just awful. This movie is not good.
No.
This movie is a bunch of scenes put together and piecemealed into a film. And God help us and any writers who are a part of this film. I'm laughing because this movie's like a lot of fun to watch. Like thank God we watched this movie together. We have not been watching a lot of movies together.
I was going to say, this movie is fun to watch with you guys.
Oh, this is a movie Jeremy especially and Mike have noted, but Jeremy, I think on a more recent podcast noted, there are some films that if you're not watching with some friends, this just might not be a good time. Thank God all three of us just watched this film, because that is the redeemable quality of this film, that I watched it with two really good friends, and this movie is a train wreck through and through. Casting is awful, story is awful, acting is awful.
See, I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit. I thought the casting was okay. Like, I get what Charlie Sheen was trying to do here. I like James Gandolfini a lot, and I thought he did just fine in this. I mean, within the constraints of this movie. Shooter McGavin
What a waste. That was a waste.
He was there. The girl, I don't care about.
Yeah, Shooter McGavin, Christopher McDonald. I always note this guy's probably like the nicest dude in real life.
Yeah, probably.
And he's always cast as like such a jerk. This is such a. I've seen him more recently. This was such a waste of a really fine-tuned actor. They're like, this guy's just like villain number one, and he's gonna be like the henchman to the flip-flop real villain. Yeah, that was a total waste.
Yeah, well, he usually plays like a funny villain, not an actual one like he does here, which was kind of disappointing.
Yeah,
he sells it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, he does. Just this movie is beneath him. I'm gonna throw that out. This movie is
beneath everyone in this.
Well,
movie.
I'm gonna say this movie is especially beneath him
Yeah, that's fair.
and James Gandolfini. Everyone else, I don't know if it's beneath.
Yeah, I was about to say the main chick.
might be
I
on
think
par.
this is right up her angle.
Yeah, this is right up her.
That was
something.
that was part of my casting. I have to note, like the lead actress is not good at all.
Yeah, who is this person?
It is
Good luck pronouncing that.
Nastassja Kinski.
Nastassja.
she's not good. She's a voice actress in Castlevania from 2023. So
Okay.
Oh shit.
I don't got much beyond that. Cat People from '82.
Oh yeah, she was in Cat People.
This person is not good in this film. I don't know what the redeemable quality is.
So I'm looking at her IMDb page. She was in Paradise Found, so they found it eventually, I guess.
Finally.
Sooner or later.
Oh, Kiefer Sutherland's in that too. That's got to be a fun one. .com for murder.
I think Kiefer Sutherland is supposed to be a terrible person to work with. I think that's like on a lot of notes of actors and
Yeah, that's probably true.
so cool.
Yeah, she's been in some stuff. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, so this is part of the casting. Like
Yeah.
she's forgettable. Like that's really mean for me to say, but I'm sorry. Like, do either of you disagree with that?
Not at
No,
all.
she looks like I don't know who they wanted to get, but it looks like they wrote this part for someone else.
Well, just remember Lamar's quote. This person looks like it reminds me of someone who pisses me off. That's Lamar's quote.
I don't know. She has a face of I don't know what like an angry manager, maybe. I don't know. I think the casting director was looking for. He specifically wrote "hot Russian," and someone's like, "I'll just get what I can get from the Dollar Tree."
Oh wow!
Well, so like, I was reading the trivia on this movie. Apparently,
Oh my god!
oh yeah, do you know where I'm going, or you find it funny that I actually?
I'm just really peeling back the layers of what Lamar just said. It was like, it's so terribly true.
No, that's fair. So Charlie Sheen was not their first choice. I think he was like their fifth.
What was
Jesus.
so? Sky's the limit. What a bunch of a-holes. What do they think? Who do they think they're gonna get?
They thought they were going to get Tom Cruise.
It's 94. I can see that.
Yeah, and he didn't want it.
I can see that.
No, he didn't want.
And there was a couple other people on the list, and then they settled for Mr. Sheen. But I'm looking at her in my mind, it's like they wanted Natasha Henstridge from Species.
Sure,
because she
similar name.
Yeah, she's like the same person but attractive. Yeah. And then she was like, "No, this movie sucks. I got to go be in other sucky movies." So they found whoever this chick is.
In the world of acting, it's really got to be terrible when you've got to know. Like, listen, Charlie Sheen lands the role. You have an agent, but you've got to know when you get the role. Like, who else was up for this? And they're like, they really wanted Tom Cruise. And you've got, just look at Charlie Sheen in this role. I mean, he has to realize it's over. I mean, there's not much left. Like, it was like Tom Cruise denied the role. He's like, yeah. Like, I wasn't like the second choice. It was, he denied this role because he's a piece of shit. And now I'm here. It is I, Charlie Sheen. It is Tiger Blood, Charlie Sheen. When did 1.5 Baby Men start? What's that show called? Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's got to be
no idea.
be later. That's got to be like early 2000s.
No way. That's got to be late 90s.
It feels like it is, Paul, but I have to agree with
Someone
Mike
look this up.
somewhere.
Someone
Okay,
look.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Because I listen. This is 1994 Charlie Sheen. I have said we should do The Arrival with Charlie Sheen, which is probably close to this. I would say The Arrival's 96. That's my guess. 95, 96.
You're correct. 96.
Yeah.
So that was his next movie after this.
Yeah. Well, he's better in it. Thank God.
It took 2 years off.
He learned how to temper the tiger blood.
So this was kind of, I would say, his decline. So,
Oh boy.
I'm tabling looking up
Not
2.5 Men
money-wise,
for a
but-
second. No, so he was in, what is effectively a master class of movie making, Hot Shots Part 2 in 1993.
Yes. See.
Following up with Three Musketeers,
Oh yeah.
Major League 2, The Chase.
Oh, The Chase. We could totally do The Chase. Yeah.
After watching this, you still would like to do The Chase.
It's kind of funny that you're like decline. I'm like, oof, Rabbit Troop sucks. The epitome of
he had a
the shining moment of Rabbit Troop sucks.
he had a cameo in Loaded Weapon 1, which starred his brother Emilio.
Yeah. Sure.
So he, the early '90s were going all right for him, but then he hit Terminal Velocity, then The Arrival, and then Money Talks.
I just want to say we're recording this unfortunately on Jeremy's birthday. And,
Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday,
Jeremy.
and Lamar. All I could tell you is what I told Jeremy: Candy cane killer.
That's the catchphrase that no one understands. 2.5 Men, 2003 through 2015.
2003.
Yeah, that dude made like $1 billion during that. Like,
I forgot he was in Spin City
Yeah, just spinning cities.
That was one hell of a
and
show,
Scary
yeah.
Movie 3.
Well, you never forget that.
Yeah,
he needs a ride home.
He doesn't need a ride home.
Can I get a ride home?
That-
yeah. He does well for himself, except for that brief period of time between 93 and 95.
Oh, and now?
Well, no, now he's
Well, he's got that money from that show that you mentioned. I can't remember the name
one that
of
he
it.
got fired from.
four,
A few kids and a dude.
four ninths of a child.
He's going to have a full child one day.
Yeah, if he really
Hell no.
puts his mind to it.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about Charlie Sheen right now.
He's all right.
Yeah.
No, I like Charlie Sheen. He has like a weird kind of on-screen charisma that I really like. That's not to imply that I think he's a good actor, but like I just like watching him be Charlie Sheen.
I have nothing to add.
Yeah, I don't
to
know.
Yeah, no,
That was like a weird love letter.
kind of. Yeah, I mean, when he's there, I'm
That's
like,
all right,
okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna get some value out of something that he's in.
This is how I took it. You were like, if Charlie Sheen and I were hanging out and we had some kind of like silk sheets, I'd wrap ourselves in there. We would do some tiger blood and we would talk about life.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's how I took it.
In 2018, he was in a music video for Lil Pump, whatever that means. He played a character called Dr. Sheen. I'm going to put away the IMDb now. This is getting out of hand.
You say little pump?
Not Lil.
Yeah, but more importantly, pump.
It's a small pump.
Yeah, well.
What kind of rap name is Little Pump? It's like I'm MC Baby Dick over here.
That really sets the mood and the tone for this
So
terminal velocity.
in one of the earlier episodes, I brought up the concept of a full bottle episode.
Yeah.
That we might be getting close to that.
was some like bourbon cream.
Yeah, we're drinking basically milk with booze in it.
That's I don't know. It's oh god.
Continue, Lamar.
It's
When you go,
but probably not for too
when-
when
long.
you said full bottle episode, I wasn't expecting like a cream involved in that.
Well, Lamar,
No one expects cream involved.
when you go to the doctor and they're like, "What did you drink?" I don't not want you to say there might be. I'm going to put this in quotes. Holiday tapeworms. We just put that in quotes. Let that resonate for you a little bit.
Damn it! What makes them holiday tapeworms versus the regular tapeworms?
Oh, the peppermint.
They're striped.
And yeah, that's true. There's the physical appearance.
This is getting out of hand.
Terminal.
I'm going to talk about this movie for a second.
Gymkata.
Oh, we already went through the cast.
Yeah, so we know who's in it.
Do we?
Well, vaguely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we fully introduced ourselves. You know, we're a podcast
Yeah, we
about
are.
obscure,
That's-
forgotten about, often overlooked films. I'm Paul. This is Mike. This is Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
These are the tapeworms. This is the holiday. This is Charlie Sheen, and this is the tiger blood. Amen.
Hallelujah.
There's no.
Where's
tiger
the Tylenol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the new year.
Yeah.
Is this how you want to celebrate it? With terminal velocity?
You're going to enter the new year with terminal velocity.
Yeah, well, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So
You're going to talk about the movie, but what happens in this movie?
yeah, so the movie opens up. We're in a desert. We're driving around.
Arizona.
It's Arizona. It looks like shit, just like real Arizona does. Sorry, Arizona listeners, but your state sucks.
I want to give a shout out to Colin. I drank part of his banana cocoa beer.
Okay.
It's not for me.
No. Could you taste the banana?
No, I love Colin, and I appreciate it because it's so rarely that I drink a beer. But about halfway through, I was like, this is not for me. It's just so sweet.
That's okay.
It's so sweet, and it eventually just becomes like a taste that I'm like, I don't know what I'm drinking. It's just like sweet.
You can throw it away.
I drank it.
How much could a banana cost? $10?
Nice.
Okay, we're in the desert. We're driving around. It sucks. Woman's chasing a truck or something. I don't really know. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, fucking plane like lands right in front of her car. She's like, "Fuck."
Triple A, what's going on here? There's
Yeah. Well, then like there's a hard cut to her in her apartment. She's talking to someone. She's like, "I saw a plane land. We should go look at it."
She said it just like that.
She did say it just like that, but then she starts speaking in Russian. Like, oh, is she Russian? Was it a hijacked plane? Is she a reporter? Who is this
When she
chick?
spoke in Russian, it was, we need to see that plane.
We gotta go find the plane.
It was, we need to see that plane. Da, comrade.
Da! Spasiba. And so as she's, she hangs up the phone, she's getting comfy in her apartment. Who shows up but Shooter McGavin?
And someone who's not comfy.
And he has very unsettling blonde hair.
Non-comfy vibes.
Very.
No.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe this. Like
The hair?
Yeah.
Tickle Me Elmo? Not so much.
No. I reference Community a lot because it's one of my favorite shows.
Lazy sack? Don't go in there.
It looks like he's wearing the ivory wig that Pierce's father wears in that episode.
Yeah, that's
It's just
perfect
like a
description.
solid mass of white hair.
What is the college? Greendale.
Greendale.
Yeah. Hey,
Colorado's own Greendale College.
Yeah, salute Greendale.
Go human beings.
Colorado Springs zone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Colorado.
Yeah.
I guess technically they're still in Colorado.
Yeah.
And a bunch of fucking weirdos down there. Sorry, Colorado Springs. he fucks her shit all up.
He does.
And all the while, there is some fucking tasty licks being shredded out on a guitar.
Oh yeah, it's just the worst.
The soundtrack sucks.
I don't know what's going on in this particular song, but it was kind of just like this weird bouncy bass loop that is panned to a different direction, and this weird drum machine like and this like shredding guitar, as Mike was noting, and it just goes on for all of your life. Just all of your life. It sounds like garbage. It sounds like PlayStation 1 music. How about that, Lamar? How does that resonate with you?
Oh, damn.
You're like, that sounds like a real guitar, but then you're also at the same moment, you're like, ooh, and it sounds like garbage coming through my JVC speaker TV, and it just sounds like garbage.
It's pretty
It
rough.
does. Don't like the quality of PlayStation 1 music. I mean, yeah, you can narc on that. I mean, don't narc on the tunes of the PlayStation 1.
Oh no, just not of the PlayStation
No,
1.
we're talking quality here.
Yeah. And some weirdo out there is like, but it was on CD. And I'm like, well,
Yeah, not enough of it.
you're the narc friend.
Yeah, these
You're the
weren't
narc.
these weren't the tasty licks that were tasty at all.
No, they were untasty licks. But
Tasty Licks is my new cereal. It has granola and barbed wire.
it's quite the team up.
Well, Tasty Licks.
I'll-
Get what you get.
I'd like to offer you $25 million for a 50% stake in your Tasty Licks.
I'll take it for 3 ruples, my friend. Now that I know what's going on in this movie.
Yeah, well, we'll just get it from the airplane later. The Tasty Licks lead us into our introduction to who we find out is Ditch. Is that his name?
Oh, Ditch.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
He's doing some pretty extreme parachuting.
Mike, say Narnar shred on the shoot.
Narnar shred on the shoot. Okay. That might have been what he was doing.
Maybe in skydiving lingo, maybe.
Yeah. But he was skydiving in an extreme way past a news helicopter who was very upset about it because he was apparently
He's the bad boy.
He's the bad boy. Well, he was parachuting in for a party. What I think he believed was a bachelorette party, but was actually a 9-year-old girl's birthday party. But he lands and there's like
he lands.
Oh, he lands and he rips off some kind of breakaway pants and we see he's wearing assless chaps and everyone gasps. But let me ask you guys this.
Yes, sir.
We only see him from behind and he has a slogan written on his cheeks. I don't remember what it was.
I can't remember either.
Was his penis out? Did they see his penis?
I don't think so.
No, I think it was kind of like the front was covered. And
then why were they screaming?
It was a showpiece in front.
It was just a big cod piece.
I was thinking something like that.
Okay.
And something that shows off the phallus in a way.
So it was like it suggested.
Implied.
It was descriptive about what was happening underneath, but it wasn't.
And the look of shock on the children's faces, you can tell.
Yeah.
And they were sitting in the front row, all aghast of Charlie Sheen's junk or whatever it was on display.
Yeah, whatever they saw, they weren't really excited about it.
But he took it in good stride. He made a quip.
Oh,
he's
quipping all over the place.
It's all a joke to him while these children are being terrified.
Yeah. Well, he gets escorted back to his office in, I think, a police car. But he's apparently a skydivist. I don't know. He goes back to his little skydiving place with all of his skydiving extreme friends, and a woman.
Ditch.
Oh God, they got you, Ditch.
Divine intervention, bro.
It was gnarly. I
His
guess
D ascended.
his D ascended. A woman with the worst haircut I've ever seen in my life. Ditches him out a little bit.
I'm gonna throw out one of my father's terms. Her haircut is on par with Ish Kabibble.
Ishkabibble.
Look it up.
Okay, no, my Ishkabibble is something my father says as well, and I don't know what it means, and I've never wanted to ask
Lou.
Yeah,
You gotta go to Google for that, kids.
I don't want to, nor do I know how to spell it.
And now you're on a list.
I'm afraid it's something gross.
Deep dive, ditch. The Ditchard of Oz, bro.
Dear God.
It's raining ditch.
It is raining ditch.
Hallelujah.
But she haircut lady Ishkabibble or whatever. She kind of reminds you of Trudy from Reno 911.
Yeah.
Kinda.
But like in Reno 911, they play her off as kind of awkward, and I think we're meant to think this woman's attractive.
Nah.
But Spockward.
I would call her attitude and haircut aggressive.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. No, that's fair. So she's like, Ditch, you fucking chode.
Yeah.
No more whatever the fuck that was. You got to do some paperwork, which apparently there's a lot of in skydiving.
Well, yeah.
Fill out the form.
Fill out
Column
the
B.
forms.
D.
She's like, she's the if you weren't such a damn good cop boss kind of archetype.
I never made that.
Well, no. I think what Mike is trying to say is she's a hard ass, and she's like, if you weren't killing people left and right like a real D, this would be a different story. But you're a badass, bro, and you haven't killed anyone yet. And I think that's the opening of this movie.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she is.
It's a real hot dog to the face.
Would you say a flying penis to the face?
I would not say that.
Well, Charlie Sheen would, and he does in a moment.
D.
But, his paperwork gets interrupted by some random slut who comes in. She's like, hey.
I'm out of ink.
Yes, someone needs a skydiving lesson. He's like, I can't. The haircut said I can't. She's like, no.
Where's my stapler?
Just do it anyway. He's like, okay.
Asked for stamps a week ago. What kind of offices?
Like postage stamps?
I don't know. Whatever you want.
That's what I want.
Okay.
Forever stamps. for my holiday cards.
Oh, the new he's a skydiving instructor is what I'm.
He's an
thinking.
instructor, yeah.
He's Mike had it correct the first time.
And his new
skydivist.
and his new student is at the door.
Yeah,
Ding dong.
and she's okay. I genuinely, I know, like it's almost become a gag that I don't write down people's names. I genuinely don't know what this person's name is.
Her name is Bletha.
Okay,
I
Bletha.
don't believe that because I don't know her name at all.
Bletha shows up.
It's Chris.
It's
her name-
Chris.
Yes.
Shit.
Okay.
And then later it's like Krista or Krista.
Did anyone refer to her as Chris?
Yeah, she's like, my name's Chris.
That's
like
it.
Christina.
And
or
that was the
something like
that was the
Like-
only one. Like,
She's like, I'm nervous. My name's Chris. Her name's Chris. She says it. She says it.
you can call her Bletha if you want.
So yeah, Bletha rolls in. She's like, "Oh, I'm nervous. I want to go skydiving for the first time."
Would you call her a Bletha in disguise?
She is super ditzy too. It's all an act.
She's
but
hamming it up. Yeah.
it's way over the line. I mean, just if you want a ditzy blonde,
I don't.
No.
then she's the one for you.
I mean, I'm not
I know you
opposed to
don't
it. But
Why are you putting her off on me?
because you don't want it,
Well,
and I need to get rid of it.
I don't know whose cab this is, but she's getting in it.
you send her to my house. That's fine.
I don't like where this is going. I've seen Law and Order. My wife's seen Law and Order. Lamar's seen Law and Order.
It's a travesty.
I don't know what you guys see in Law and Order.
We're like honorary detectives
That's true.
of nothingness.
Okay. Yeah.
They're like, young man, can you help me solve this? I was like, I cannot.
Yeah. I know. No, sir. I can't. Well, I did watch an episode of Matlock in my hotel last night, but
Mike, when's the last time you had a Bletha in disguise?
oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, aside from the holiday blessings.
Yeah. Well, it's a new year now. I
Yeah.
mean, we're in the 2-4. There's probably many blessings in disguises.
Yeah. You just got to look for them, really.
Yeah. Lamar, any recent Bletha in disguise?
All of them are Blethas in this size. I trust nobody.
Wait, that doesn't seem like a Bletha in disguise. It seems like
That's just a bletha.
Yeah,
There's no disguise.
I just surrounded in Blething.
The bluffing.
That's how good this movie is. Terminal velocity, 94. Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, he's taken with Bletha.
He's
smitten.
horned. He's ready.
That's true.
And he's like, oh, we should start with a tandem jump. We're like, it looks like I'm fucking you. And she's like, but what if we didn't?
Yeah, well, like all sexual innuendos aside, I think it's a law that you have to jump tandem. So the idea is like, this is my first jump. Okay, I'm just gonna let you do it.
Yeah, we're just going to throw you out of an airplane.
What? Yeah,
we'll
what's
give you a
going on?
5-minute crash course. Yeah, I was under that impression as well. But he does, when he suggests this, she does look over his shoulder and there's a poster on the wall. It's like, the 90s co-ed naked tandem jumping or whatever.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was like the poster on the wall, like the cats in the trees, like hanging there. Maybe.
Yeah, it's almost, yeah. Well, he probably had that poster too.
Well, he did. It was different, and it was a different time.
It was.
But so they go through a little training montage. She picks out specifically an orange jumpsuit to wear, and when the other girl's like that,
she's from prison.
I thought it was a prison jumpsuit.
Well,
at first, yeah.
Probably because there's like numbers and weirdness on it, and it looks like a prison
Yeah.
jumpsuit. It's super weird.
It is super weird. And the girl was like, "Hey, we can get you a jumpsuit that fits better and doesn't look like shit." She's like, "No, I like this one." Calls her roommate one last time.
Mike, I just want you to remember that there's nothing that rhymes with orange.
Yeah.
Also, side note, everything rhymes with blorge.
Bletha. Oh, okay.
It's a blethin.
No,
Well, it
okay.
looks like you need another beer, friend. 2024, rocking at you. Brought to you by beer. And the way.
I know Christmas is way over, but I'm still drinking Christmas beers. 'cause
Goddamn
fuck it.
right.
I don't care.
If you can't hear it on the microphone. Sometimes the microphones don't pick up everything. Lamar, every time he takes a sip, he simultaneously takes a secondary just like dousing. So it's like sip, sip, sip. Then he just like pours it over his head. He's like, yeah.
I am just lathered in Christmas beer in
He's
January.
soaking wet, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, what's really nice is when we're recording, we got the Christmas ants. So 2024 year of the ants. Dope.
And 25 and 26 and
Mike,
27.
that's the blessing.
It's all, ant blessings. Okay. So they go up in this airplane, and
oh yeah, the big jump.
yeah. So they're gonna do what's it called?
Non-tandem?
Well, yeah, definitely that.
Splandum.
Splandum. No, where you like in like World War II and shit, where you hook up to a line, and the line pulls your chute for you automatically.
Blindum.
They say it in the movie like 47 times. I just don't remember what it is.
Terminal
do.
velocity.
They're gonna do but she's like, I want to do that instead of having you like dry hump me the whole way down. He's like, okay.
Well, of course.
So they're in the plane and they're getting everything hooked up, and he's making a lot of sex jokes. And she's like, oh, I thought I saw another plane. Is that dangerous? And he's like, I'll go talk to the pilot. And then when he turns around, she's gone. She's just fucking gone.
Yeah, the pilot, Launchpad McQuack. Like, who is this guy?
This guy's great.
Yeah, hey, I think there's another one. Yeah, I'm smoking a cigar like nothing's happening.
I didn't see nothing, Ditch.
I don't think there's a point of
Stupid
time in this
piece of
movie
shit.
where he's not having a cigar in his mouth.
Well, duh. You're working for Ditch. Your name's Launchpad.
It might as well just be Launchpad. He has the jaw and everything.
What? In holy hell was going on in this?
I have no idea.
When you look like that, you only have a few career choices.
Well, it's not even like you look like that. It's just like your whole life is muscle memory. Like, I brought it up into the sky, Ditch, and I landed it, Ditch. Then I got some eggs and bakey, and I went to bed.
Sounds like a simple life. I wouldn't disturb that routine at all.
I could go for some eggs and bakey.
I hear you, Mr. D.
But he looks back and she's
gone.
She's
just
what
gone.
the fuck?
So he's like, this is probably my fault.
But Zoinkers,
looks out the door, which he was open, of course.
gone, girl.
And he sees her falling. So he jumps out after her.
Like a Tom Petty song.
Yeah, he tries to save her, but it doesn't fucking work.
No, she lands like a hot sack of just pull the cord, pull the cord.
Pull it.
She does not pull it.
No, she's just like slack. It's like she's passed out or something.
Like a rag doll just falling
Yeah,
through the
she's
sky.
ragdolling it.
There's a point in time where he's trying to reach her and she just slaps him. I thought that was funny. Like,
Get off me,
slaps him and falls faster. I'm like, okay.
'Tis the season.
Yeah. So, ambulances come, all that. On the ground, Ditch is talking to Launchpad. He's like, was it my fault? Launchpad's like, I don't know. It's too bad. She was a handsome gal.
She was a handsome gal.
Is that a thing? Do people say
I hear that
handsome
sometimes
for women?
yeah.
Okay.
I think in that way too, just like, well, she wasn't beautiful, but she was a handsome gal.
I think if you ever walked up to a woman and were like, you're really handsome.
You wouldn't say it to them.
He knows it's a dick thing to say.
Yeah,
I
know.
I think it would be on par to say, oh, what does she look like? She looks like a pile of pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
That's about right.
Lamar said, candy cane killer.
That's right. It's I don't mean to offend you that much, but yeah, you look like something that's just not terrible, and maybe that's a pile of pajamas.
Yeah.
It's so messed up, Lamar.
She's a handsome lady.
I can't believe you said that on mic.
Especially splattered all over the ground here.
You're digging your pajama-y grave, Lamar.
Yeah. But they're talking through it, and he's like, I'm sure I hooked her in. Maybe she unhooked herself.
Oh.
And this kicks off the trajectory of him trying to solve a murder or whatever.
Here comes the worst writing in the world. So, first of all, it's like,
bad.
Let's have Charlie Sheen solve a case. I would just say that in real life. No. Hell no. Charlie Sheen, you couldn't solve yourself out of a box.
I'd team up with Charlie Sheen to solve a mystery in real life.
Is the mystery you taking drugs and rolling around like panda bears on each other?
Not only
Mystery
There's
solved.
no mystery there.
There you go.
I know how we got there.
So Charlie Sheen's like, I'm going to go open her locker and go through her belongings and like,
Right.
see, you're like
Which the police didn't do.
Yes, look, what the hell? Like, and so one guy he's working with, I don't even know if I catch his name at any point in time. I wrote it down at some point in time. Like, everyone's given a name for a second. It's like, listen, Zen, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what? What's this person's name? So that guy's like, I don't. So I filmed the recording. That was that guy.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't think you should go through his belongings or her belongings. And he's like, "Why? I need to solve this. I'm gonna find her ID. I'm gonna find out what's going on." Yeah, and Mike's right. Like, the police should have done this. So this whole movie would have been solved if any first-year rookie detective was like, I found out where she lived. It seems very strange because Charlie Sheen, Ditch, finds this out immediately. He goes to her apartment, and there are pictures of her, and she's an avid skydiver.
Mm-hmm.
So she's already a liar. Like, right then and there, anyone with any common sense would be like, something ain't adding up here. Like, what's going on? Like, at least that notion would have kicked into someone's damn noggin.
Yeah.
And Charlie Sheen knows this and still could call the damn police.
No, doesn't call the police.
Right now, it could be like, oh, listen, I found her keys. I was like, this doesn't add up. I'm here. Whatever. But no, Shooter McGavin jumps in.
Yeah, and fucking brains him with what I believe is a toilet tank cover.
Yeah, well, first Charlie Sheen gets some like really hard hits on. I think it's on like gut shots, like
Yeah.
like you would go down. But then Shooter McGavin summons the power of golf balls and becomes Jesus Christ himself, and then yes, beats.
Charlie Sheen would be dead if this happened to a real person.
But then Charlie Sheen gets up and throws him through a fish tank, and that redeems you. If you throw someone through a fish tank, you Deuce Bigelow them. You got it.
Yeah.
That part was really surprising where they were having a fight, and then Charlie Sheen, up until this point, was just kind of a scrawny little skydiving instructor, and then all of a sudden he just picks up Shooter McGavin, puts him right through the big ass fish tank. I'm like, wow, this is this hero moment.
Well, he was a gymnast, you know.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is like a forgotten thought all throughout this movie. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why it was necessary.
he doesn't Gymkata his way
That's
out of
true.
it.
No.
Spoiler: you want Gymkata, you get zero Gymkata.
Yeah, there's no Gymkata.
No kata.
No.
That's
Non-gym.
unfortunate.
No kata, gym, or otherwise.
Nah. Gotta watch another movie for that.
Yeah.
What movie?
Demon Knight. I don't know. Where else do you get your Gymkata?
The color purple. you didn't think you were going to get there. But,
I didn't think it.
woo! Well, look at Whoopi go.
He came hot. Came hot out of that one.
Yeah.
So it's confirmed that the police were never called at any point in time.
No.
At this point, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's confirmed, but I mean, it becomes clear
That's
as
true.
we go through the story that nobody has ever called any authority on this. I don't
know if the police are real.
I was just
No, they're
thinking
not.
when she landed, and
It was an ambulance.
Yeah, it was an ambulance, and
Yeah.
that was it, and just a whole bunch of people milling around.
Yeah.
So no one's like, "Yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna do it on our own."
I mean, whatever. Yeah. So I don't remember how he left it with Shooter McGavin, but they part ways.
He
He
did.
just runs
That
off.
scene just
He
left.
just
Yeah.
he just fucks off.
One thing I like about this movie is the scenes just run off and
Yeah.
on to the next thing.
If they don't
Fuck
have
it.
anything to do, they just someone just runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's pretty much the next day. If I'm not mistaken, isn't this about Gandolfini? I think his name is Ben. It said once.
Yeah, Gandalf shows up.
Yeah, Gandalf showed. Am I wrong on this?
No, you're right.
Yeah, he's like, hey, so I need to invest. Like, I'm from a service that's about to charge you because like someone's dead. So
He said he was the deputy district attorney.
Well, how'd he do?
Yeah.
That's great.
He's like, hey, you know, they might bring manslaughter charges on you. So, like, you know, if there's anything you can do to help yourself, you should tell me.
I'd help myself to that all-you-could-eat buffet. Mm-hmm. which is
one of those classic Arizona buffets we hear about.
it's just you eating dirt.
It is, yeah.
You walking the line, you walking on the highway eating dirt.
All the gecko you can eat.
Damn it.
So Gandalf leaves. He goes back inside, and he's talking to the videotape guy, who was like, "No, I didn't tape anything. Shut up."
This Gandalf doesn't bewitch you; he bejewels you.
Yeah, he does. He writes his name in your back with his little gemstones. Then he bedazzles you.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the guy who earlier was like, "No, I was filming, but I didn't see anything," is like, "Oh yeah, no, I have a film with everything on it." The Sheen's Ditch is watching this. He's like, "There's another plane." He sees another plane.
Kind of weird footage where he's looking at the his own skydiving footage. He sees the plane above his plane or something.
Well, the guy was like just filming some random slut who was hanging around for some reason. And then he looks up, he's like, "Oh shit." And he sees them kind of tumbling, when Sheen was trying to rescue the tumbling lady.
To sift through the shit that is this film, I have a legitimate question.
Okay.
So I've never flown a plane. I've been in a somewhat small plane, actually, but not like a very, very, very small plane. Mm-hmm. So the guy filmed the plane, the second plane, flying over the other plane.
Yeah.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
I feel if you're in the first plane, you'd be like, "Holy shit, there's another plane." At all points in time, you'd be like, "There's another plane." Yes, for one moment, that plane would be above you, and you'd be like, "I didn't see that plane." But at all other points in time, you're like, "Oh, look, there's that other plane."
I mean,
it's Launchpad.
I don't.
Remember,
Yeah.
he didn't see it.
I don't have an answer to that.
I would assume Launchpad McQuack would not see that plane either.
Yeah, I feel this like part of the Ditch is all like, "Oh my god, I found out this mystery." I'm like, that woman was like, "There's another plane," and the pilot's like, "I don't know about that other plane." And you're like, "There might be another plane because I looked out the window and there was another plane." Now I'm watching this video and there's another plane. Like,
Well,
It seems like it should be obvious, shouldn't it,
right?
Paul?
I do.
I guess I have a couple
got me.
comments about this. One, I think it's not like planes have like a rear view mirror or anything. Like, I feel like if you're flying, kind of above and behind, like,
Okay.
the person's not gonna see him. Like, this plane doesn't have fucking radar or anything in it.
Right.
The only thing I'm going to disagree with this is, and I agree with Mike, is I would not think behind you would have noted this, but she literally says,
Well, so that's my next question. Like, she knows there's another plane because she's in on the fake out.
and so like, why does
So
she
like,
even say anything?
yeah, like she clearly needed Sheen to fuck off for a second so she could jump out of
Yeah.
the plane. But why did she suggest the thing that was actually happening that
Yes.
she didn't want him to know about?
Well,
She could have said fucking anything
Yeah,
else.
that's true.
Mike, that's the secret of terminal velocity.
Damn
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so
Maybe-
she's like, "I'm going to give you the big reveal. He'll never expect it."
it. I was thinking that's just that. Like, they
that's
won't
what
see
he
it coming.
does.
Yeah.
And then finds out proof.
yeah. So
It's dumb, but
no,
it worked.
Yeah, well, it did work, I guess. So he sees the video. There's another plane. He's like, "Fuck, there's another plane." Now, the next scene is him riding a motorcycle to a shack where this woman is.
Yeah, well,
How-
and a guy.
Yeah, and a guy. What is this place? How does he know to go there? And what is happening?
I think he's able to track down the second plane. I don't really care enough to go through my notes. Okay. Really, the most important point for me personally in this moment is he's like, "Yeah, but there was the second body," and then she straight up goes, "Yeah, well, terminal velocity."
Terminal velocity.
and somewhere in my mind, I like left body and like soul and like astrally projected myself out of the room. Like as soon as she said that, I was like, existence no longer matters.
I must become Superman 4.
And I became Superman 4.
Yeah.
I became that glass little face going, whoa, 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 flying through space. That's what happened.
Yeah, so for whatever the reasons, he finds lady alive, rando dude.
Oh, this is in my notes where I thank Colin for that beer. Thank you, Colin.
Oh, that's sweet. And Charlie Sheen is as confused as we all are right now. She's trying to.
He's like, how the hell did I find myself to this shack?
Yeah.
B?
She's trying to explain him what's happening, and he's like, "Look, babe, you tricked a guy who can't even shave his sideburns right." Like, I don't get it.
Well, she's like, get in the plane and I'll explain.
Yeah, everything has to do with a plane. We can't do anything without flying there.
Well,
but also everything in this movie takes place within 3 miles of each other. So I don't know where the fuck they're going.
Well, going back to End of Days, part of my problem was there wasn't enough supernatural stuff. And as Mike's noted, like, everything has to do with the plane in this movie. But, like, in a way, not enough does. This movie's billed as, like high diving, like acrobatics. Like, this movie's like, you got a star that Charlie Sheen's doing it all. This movie kind of has some people doing some stuff in the sky. It's like 3 runs. Watch Point Break, everybody.
There you go. Yeah.
Like, this movie has like 3 attempts to try to be 1 Point Break, and it fails on all velocities. Boom.
Yeah.
Terminal.
Nice. Very
Pounded.
Very
Wow.
Candy Cane Killer.
Paul just took this to Pound Town, and he's writing down Candy Cane Killer. Fuck. They're on a plane because they have to be on a plane for everything.
Yeah.
But not really. That's what I said.
Well, yeah, not really. They don't strictly have to be on a plane, but they take planes.
He wants an explanation, and she's like, "I'll explain it on the way down."
Yeah. So she's like, I'll help set the record straight. You just need to fucking do these random tasks with me that I'm not really going to explain.
Rant. Yes. I don't want to downplay what Mike's saying. Sorry.
Random the guy from Austin Powers.
Random tasks. Are you kidding me? Like, yes. Sorry. Mike is correct. It is billed as, you're going to come with me on a plane and we are going to do these random tasks, which is like going into a weird factory via parachute in the middle of the night, like flipping switches, hacking into security stuff. Like, what?
Well, I like that she makes him do this.
Oh yeah, well, duh.
They're parachuting down, and she's like, "Hey, see that place that looks really convenient to land?" He's like, "Yeah, great." It's like, don't land there.
Well, I think the dialogue was actually, and I had it quoted as, "Hey, honky tonk, you go in there." He's like, "Sure thing."
Yeah, that's basically the exchange.
She's guiding him pretty much the whole way through walkie-talkie system.
Yeah, so he lands like
honky tonk one.
honky talkie. He lands in a fucking smokestack or whatever. She lands outside and just gets into her car. I guess it was just there.
Did you just call him a smoke show? Yeah, of course you get in your car. You land and you're like, yes. From a distance, what you're doing seems great.
Yeah.
If it's not great, let me know from a distance.
Yeah. I don't know why she just didn't fucking do this.
Because she works there, Mike. That's the secret.
Well, yeah. No, when he's in there, he sees her. She's the employee of the month,
Yes,
apparently.
that is correct.
I still think she could have done this herself.
And a lot easier, but she likes to use guys. Is that a thing?
Well, hear me out. So I'm going to spoil this. He is breaking into a facility, some weird Arizona desert factory facility.
Yeah.
He is going in through a facility. He lands in parachute style. He has to flip off a bunch of switches via her directions to dismantle the security. He goes up all these steps, through some back doors, some entrances. Then he goes into a room and he's like, okay, I found a closet. This is where you told me to go. I found the floor safe. And she's like, that's for idiots. It's not the floor safe. It's actually within the curtain rod, or
Look at the hanger bar.
Yeah, the hanger bar. Take that off, and then there's like a little cylinder. Take that out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I agree with Mike now. You could have done she could have just walked into that office anytime and have did that. What the hell?
Oh, also, to backtrack a second, we mentioned the second plane. Did we mention that they threw a dead body out of it to trick him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was terminal velocity.
Because of the terminal velocity.
Well, I don't know if we really mentioned that. Or
I don't think we
did.
Yeah,
that was in the collective of our minds.
I don't know that we did, but yeah. So that's what happened.
Terminal velocity.
And this kind of brings up another point. I don't understand. She says that they want it. people thinking she was dead bought her extra time.
Gotta have extra
Gotta
time.
have extra time. I don't. This seems like a really elaborate way to do it. Because, like, if you're a well-known skydivist, and she must have been because she had fucking pictures of herself doing it, why would you pick a thing that you were known for? I don't know.
It makes it harder on herself.
Well, here's a fun question.
I guess. I don't know.
So here's the napalm I want to add to your little mixture, Mike. Why do they need Charlie Sheen for anything at any point in time in this film?
No, correct.
Anywhere.
I think they don't. He just shows up. He keeps showing up, and they're like, well, if you're going to be here, we may as well put you in harm's way.
Nice to have a fall guy, I guess.
So I will note throughout most, and I'm not making fun of Mike when I say this. Mike is not like the biggest animation fan, but one thing Mike says he has liked, childhood animation style. I don't know if you're aware of this, Lamar. Tailspin. So
I do love Tailspin.
So this movie, if it was Tailspin the movie and everyone lived in the air and did air stuff all the time, that'd be great. This movie somehow tries to really heavy-handedly be like, well, everyone's doing plane stuff in Arizona, and that's the only way to do stuff. Like you got to get a pontoon boat in the bayou. Like, that's what they're telling me. Like,
right.
The only way to get anywhere is by plane. And that's not true. And none of it is really needed. And Charlie Sheen isn't needed. And all of these plans are convoluted. And what the hell, man?
Yeah.
What is going on in this film?
I don't know. Well, but neither does Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Or I.
Yeah.
No, or anyone.
Well, he takes the whatever little thing out of the curtain rod.
That's a euphemism.
Yeah.
Cylinder.
The cylinder.
Euphemism.
Shooter McGavin shows up.
Another euphemism.
And because Charlie Sheen is a moron and has left like doors open, and I mean, I guess he wasn't told not to, but immediately Shooter's like, clearly someone's here because everything's open.
Like 7-Eleven.
He's not a ninja.
He's not.
Charlie Sheen is not a ninja. Let that be known.
Would he be a love ninja?
Not even that.
No.
Shame.
Assault ninja.
Shame.
So the girl's like, oh shit, we're made. And she just drives off.
Yeah, well.
She just fucking leaves. And Charlie Sheen's like, well, he does manage to escape, but...
Well, I think she does say, like, if you could manage to get through blank and blank, then you might be able to do this.
Yeah.
As she drives. Courtesy to her, to this guy.
Yeah. Well...
The door's not only open to his life, but to her heart, Mike.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in a few weeks, we're gonna get into February. It's gonna be like Love Month, so we'll do a bunch of movies. Love Month.
Yeah.
Leading the way.
Love Month.
As I drive off, I'll give you a tip to maybe help you live.
I mean, that's the least you could do.
That's what I'm saying. That's the Hallmark card. Like, so here's a tip as I'm driving off, and if you live, maybe we'll get together sometime.
Yeah.
Nice.
If I make you a patsy in my fake death and you help me out afterwards, I'll give you a tip.
There you go. Or the
The
tip. Yeah, there we go.
She's got a tip, all right.
Take my name off this project.
Nope.
This is it.
Bigger font. Okay, so he escapes. He immediately calls ADA Gandalf. He's like, I got the proof. I got some cylinder.
I asked for a gray wizard, and I got a white one. Explain yourself, wizard.
He's more like the brown one that's covered in shit from the Han movies.
Poop wizard?
Poop wizard, yeah, he's Poop Wizard.
Yeah, well, Poop the magic dragon.
But Gandalf is like, sick. Okay, I'll meet up with you.
Poop at the sea.
Yeah, and you'll get exonerated. It'll be sick. So they meet up at some place.
I'll get you a boat, friend.
Yeah. So
not only will you get off, I'll get you a boat.
He's gonna get off. So Gandalf and Charlie Sheen show up in cars.
Sheen-shenie.
And of course, because this is this movie,
Gene.
the woman shows up in an airplane.
Oh, shit, yeah.
With her lackey.
One if by land, two if by sea.
Yeah.
What about by aircraft?
By D.
That's wizardry.
Yeah. But it's all a big fucking double cross. Gandalf isn't an assistant district attorney or whatever.
I've never been a wizard, friend.
He never has.
Smoke bombs.
And he's not your friend. And he does throw smoke bombs.
We were friends once. We shared a beer. I told you about former relations. You gave me advice. Panned out.
I feel like you're reliving something here for us.
There's a whole thing going on.
You told me about a suggestion on the jukebox, and I liked it. But here we are.
Damn it, this is one hell of a night in this bar.
Thought I was a gray wizard. I'm a white wizard.
This is the kind of shit that happens in that bar that they go to in a little bit.
I'm a multicolored wizard. Isn't that the true like Lord of the Rings? Like I'm a multi-fabric wizard.
Like
the threads run deep. I'm not white.
A little bit of brown and
See?
white and gray in there.
That's just like Kramer wearing the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I never said it wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Gandalf double cross. He's a KGB guy, or he's Russian. We don't know what the fuck he is.
Something mafia.
Something mafia. He kills the lady's friend in the plane.
Why didn't you go to the prancing pony?
Well, they're going to. And other Russians show up or something. The only way to escape the situation is on a fucking rocket sled, which happens to be nearby.
This was they encountered this guy before with the rocket
sled. Yeah, this
sled,
was Charlie Sheen's buddy, and he's like, "Hey, I got a rocket sled. It's really fucking fast. I'm going to kill myself on it later." Charlie Sheen was like, "Okay."
I just found it weird that they were just back at that exact point right now.
That's where he wanted to meet.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, for me, it wasn't weird that there was a rocket sled. Like, I mean, kind of serious.
No, the rocket sleds are normal.
Well, it's not weird.
I got one.
No, it's not weird that this weird mechanic and this weird airstrip in some kind of Borderlands Fallout has it. It's weird that there's like 20 miles of track for it. That's the weird thing.
That was weird for me as well.
If some guy's like, I'm tinkering with this weird thing, it's like a hobby project, that I get. But like, I have 20 miles of track, so one day I'm going to run it. I'm like, damn, this is not like...
This is more than a hobby.
Yeah, this is like you've now invested things.
I don't know why I'm trying to justify this, because this is stupid as fuck, but I'm guessing like the little warehouse that he was tinkering in was maybe like an old train depot that he bought or something, and the track was just
I was thinking that
like
too.
Old and just already there.
It's the depot, Mike.
Yeah.
Depot? Yeah.
And he's trying to become the next Chuck Yeager, and he just defabbed some old rockets, and it's like, I'm going to go 400 miles per hour in this thing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride to the mall.
That's where it goes to the mall. Yeah.
It does. That's why he built a track.
Yeah.
If all he did is go to the mall and back, why not just build a track there?
I'll throw a boomerang when I enter it, and when I leave, I will catch it. That's how the boomerang will work upon me entering the mall.
It's a perfect system.
Yeah.
I mean, you planned it out.
He's going to come back.
Thank God. Like a boomerang.
Just like a boomerang.
You know, we talked about a couple episodes ago, the nuts of the season.
Yeah.
Has anyone experienced the nuts of the season so far?
Well, this is a different season with its own new nuts.
Well, yeah.
Because it's, what is it now? It's January. I don't know what the fuck
It's
this is.
the January wintry
the
nuts of
cold
the
months
season.
of January.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the real winter nuts.
No, that's funny.
It's not. No, none of this is funny. This is our best episode yet. So yeah,
Like in a crazy train with some crazy nuts of the season.
well, they get on. Sheen and the lady get on the crazy train,
Sheen and the lady.
and they rocket sled their way right away from the fucking mafia guys.
You could say they sailed away.
They sailed away with Sheen.
Yeah, but I mean, you could say it like a couple times.
Come sail away with she.
Like, you killed Lamar.
Yeah.
Candy cane killer. I told you who I was.
Yeah. Trying to kill me with those fucking pickles. That's what you're trying to do.
I don't know what that means.
Your pickle candy canes, goddammit.
Yeah, well, Good luck with that out of context.
All night, Paul's been trying to get his pickled candy cane into my mouth.
Thank you for explaining that. Kind of.
Yeah, Lamar, you want your name associated with that?
Nah, I'm backing out.
I'll read all of our addresses at the end of this episode so you can come talk to us about this. Fuck. Okay, they escape on the fucking rocket sled. They sail away with Sheen. And they find a little cabin that they hang out in.
Yeah, this is amazing. So the bad guys send a helicopter out. So there's like this like dilapidated cabin. So the helicopter goes over and there's not really a rooftop. So they just take like a fragment of like maybe a tabletop and put it over themselves.
Yeah.
So they're huddled up next to each other. They put it over their bodies and the helicopter kind of swivels and then just flies off.
Yeah.
And so the helicopter flies off. They light a fire.
I love this.
Yeah. Ditch goes, this seems like a bad idea. And she's like, whatever.
Yeah. She's like, no, it's not. He's like, oh.
And then he finds like most of a bottle of tequila. It's a great night.
Yeah. And he said, want to slam?
And slam she does.
Oh, she does slam.
Yeah, and then she's like, what did I drink? And he's like, that's the worm.
Like, you swallowed the worm. And she's like, swallow all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, she gets really weird.
Oh, yeah, she's getting all
A little sloppy.
Well, then his reply is, marry me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, all of you are so gross. Mm-hmm. It's so gross.
He came out of left field with that one.
No,
but
he didn't.
It was really just they were getting sloppy.
You know, he's shooting his shot. You know, they're in the cabin. They're under the table. They get the mezcal. She's already got the worm in her mouth.
She's really starting.
Worm to God, Mike.
Yeah.
She's really starting it. She's really sloppy. Sheen is sheening, and she's she's the one doing the drinking and talking.
This is where you could see the crystallus of the tiger blood illuminate. So
that's true.
If you know, you know. Mm-hmm. You know.
You know. And so at this point, we think that the
Sheen-shenie.
We think that whatever cylinder he stole from the factory was lost in the gunfight. He's I got it in my pants.
Well, he's like, I had it in my car.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, that's...
Because the car exploded.
Yeah, and she's like, well, like, you're in it, so they ran off. But yeah, now he's like, oh, by the way, I never told you, like, that cylinder is in my pants.
Yeah.
He's hiding the cylinder in his pants?
Yeah. She's like, we'll get to that in a second. But first, she's upset with him a little bit.
Yeah.
So she takes the cylinder from his pants, and there's a little mini disc inside or whatever, and she's got the corresponding player in her rucksack.
Let's be serious about this.
Oh no, very.
It's 1994. Mm-hmm. That is, I don't know, like maybe a tenth of a CD.
It was small, yeah. It was like the size of maybe like a Susan B. Anthony doll.
So like best case scenario, there's like 75 megabytes on this.
Oh, I'm thinking like 75K.
Cool.
There's not a lot on there. But what is on there, and I'm being serious, is a map to an airplane.
Extra cool.
Yeah. She's like,
right.
She's like, we need to find this airplane. Here it is. It's this airplane. And it was hidden in a field of other airplanes. But now she knows which specific airplane it is.
It's like he took out the Staff of Ra in Raiders of the Lost Ark. And he found it. They all found it. And
very fortunate for them, it's within walking distance of where they are presently.
Well, thank God.
Yeah.
Finally, Amazon has done something right.
So they
gave you the real map.
They just jaunt over there.
It wasn't even hours; it was like minutes.
Oh, they jogged there in like a couple seconds.
How does this podcast get associated with Amazon? Because that'd be dope. We'd get to like microphones and studios. Mr. Amazon could be on this.
Mr. Amazon. Okay.
Mr. Amazon.
I don't know.
Or Mrs. Amazon. We don't know.
I mean,
I'm Tilda Amazon.
Tilda. Okay.
Tilda, we need microphones.
Quite right. Quite right, you do.
She's really excitable. Mm-hmm. Wow.
She's passionate about her craft.
Damn the mister!
We're passionate about taking her stuff.
Quite right.
I am passionate about that.
This podcast took a turn.
It's been... Did it, though?
Yeah, we started here.
Yeah.
There's no
did.
turning
I think
involved.
we're just... This taking a turn is like Shemp doing running in circles on the floor.
We're doing holiday bleach shots, and now the world is torn asunder. And I've gone through the magic. I've gone through the snowflake, and I've gone through the glitter mic, and I've gone through whatever the hell those notes say.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, well, they jog to this fucking airplane. And Charlie Sheen is like, is this nuclear shit? And she won't tell him. But he keeps harping on it. They get into the airplane. He's like, is there nuclear shit in this airplane? She's like, yeah, it's nuclear shit. Here's a metal teapot cover.
Protect your crotchels.
Put it over your dick and shut the fuck up. But it's not nuclear shit. It's just big boxes of Russian gold.
He did not need a deflector at any point in time.
No, he didn't.
But he used it as one.
Yeah, he was holding
how
on to it.
stupid
He used
it
it
is.
like a
She freaked
Flintstone moron.
out. Yeah.
What's up, Barney Rubble? Take a science class, dummy.
He called him out. And
Just a
that's
stupid
exactly what it
fucking
was.
caveman.
Mm-hmm.
And here
Nutsack.
we have the woman trying to explain the plot of the movie a little bit here, and I still don't really get it.
Because it's dumb.
It is
Yeah.
super
She's
dumb.
like, I found some gold, and it's the gold.
You know the odd part? She's explaining the plot, and it gets more
Yeah.
convoluted. And
A lot of my
confused.
notes
I feel like I'm
are
getting
me writing
further
is like,
from it.
this is just dumb.
Well, it is dumb.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, so this plane was flying with gold in it, and the KGB hijacked it, and they found a buyer so that they can get cash for
I'm
it.
a good Russian, and those are KGB
Yeah, they're
bad
piece of
Russians.
shit Russians. Because I mean, I get this is '94, so this is just like what 6 years after the fall of the
This is just
Soviet
like,
Union.
yeah, I mean, this is just like 1 year away from 2023.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of maybe topical, I guess, for the time. She's like, yeah, but they want to use. They're shitty Russians. They want to use this money to like bring back the shitty Russian whatever.
Would you say it's topical for their pink eye?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to put something on that. It's contagious. That's why they're all wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
At night.
Trust Tilda.
Tilda, yeah, she's got the cream, the sunglasses, and the microphones for us. No?
I mean, I would assume.
Yeah, okay.
Cover your skin! The sun is bright.
Not the way they're fondling Russian gold.
Yeah, so they got the Russian gold. But fucking Gandalf shows up again. I don't even know what happens. Like he kidnaps her or something.
Yeah,
or
so
she
here's the
leaves.
thing,
I don't
like-
fucking know.
Like, James Gandolfini is super sad that he is deceased in real life. Like,
Oh yeah,
all
no, that's
jokes
the
aside.
bummer because I like him.
But here's the problem. Like, this is all over the place. Like, he's like talking in Russian sometimes, but then he's like, "We've got to go to the mall and get a Slurpee." Like, he's just like even though like that's what he's saying to Shooter. Like, he's saying that like wants us the audience know that he is not a good guy. I'm like, why are you still speaking in like fake English? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening here? It's so weird. Oh.
Yeah, no, it is really weird.
Tilda, help us. 'Tis the season.
And I like James Gandolfini. Did you guys watch
yeah.
The Sopranos?
No, unfortunately.
No, but
But
I know his name is like a wizard, if that helps at all.
It is like a wizard. The Sopranos is pretty good.
Would you say The Sopranos is on par with a Wizard Blizzard?
Yeah, it's similar.
2024 Wizard Blizzard. I'm calling it, Lamar.
It's-
Lamar is in touch with snow gods. What are you thinking? 2024 Wizard Blizzard.
You got snow gods?
Wizard
Lamar
Blizzard.
does.
I didn't know that.
I don't have them personally. I'm just in touch with them.
You just know how to, okay.
But they tell me that the Wizard Blizzard is happening
2024?
2024. I'm afraid.
Well,
Strap yourselves in, boys.
Well,
Shit.
buy some bottles of
Shit.
maple syrup. It's going to be a long winter.
The magic is happening.
Wrap yourself up in your wizard sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't expect the big one.
Okay.
Oh. Where does it go? Mild blizzard?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
And speaking of James how do you pronounce his last name?
Gandolfini?
He called him Gandolfini.
Oh, it's Gandalf. Gandalf.
James Gandalf.
Gandalf, where's my loaves of bread? Where's my fireworks? Where's my cheese?
The Sopranos has been on
Where's
my
my uncle?
watch list for the longest time. I do plan on watching it, and from the clips I see him in, he's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. I thought he was really good on The Mexican. That's not my favorite movie in the world, but I thought he was
shit!
good.
Yeah, that movie, I have not seen that movie either. But
Okay.
I gotta get in.
I'm going to throw this out. If someone gave me Mexican food right now, I'd probably eat it.
Oh, yeah.
A big dope.
Oh shit! Yeah, that sounds good right now.
Yeah.
All right, second episode right after this one.
All right, a little run for the border.
Yeah. I'm in. Gandalf, where's my fireworks?
Fourth meal, we're just going to go to Taco Bell. after this?
Fourth, fifth, and sixth meal.
Fuck.
Stack them up.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
Our boy's tired of being used.
Yeah, oh yeah, they escape together. Sorry, Gandolfini shows up. They escape together, and they go to what looks like an amazing bar.
that bar did look. I'm all about that bar.
Well, yeah, I would hang out there.
Well, I like that she asked for, she's like, I need to use your phone. Like, clearly, like, something.
Yes, this is a woman in distress.
Yeah, and she's like, here's $2. And the woman's like, I normally don't give change. I'm like, well,
Okay, thanks.
like, maybe you just want to be like, do you need to use the bar phone? Because I don't know, like, it seems like something, well, I don't know. You just order a drink.
But
Boom, Gandalf. Gandalf!
they have a bit of an argument, a disagreement.
Yeah, it's about the whole falling out from the Cold War, and we need to imbue Russia with new technology and money and blah blah blah. And he's like,
A tizzy with a wizard is a tizzard.
damn it, it is.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, they have a little tizzard. And she...
If you pull off a tizzard, does it grow back the tail of a tizzard?
Yeah, but not as big.
No. Poor
It's
tizzard.
always a little smaller.
Poor tizzard. You will always remember Gandalf.
So she kind of fakes out going to the phone, but instead she goes to a photo booth
Yeah.
and takes a couple pictures. We don't see what it is. We'll see later.
Oh, you see what the photos are. You've been to the internet.
It's of her tizzard.
Said it doesn't fully grow back. 'Tis the way of the tizzard.
Yes.
'Tis the tizzard blizzard.
Jesus Christ.
It's a deep cut.
It is, yeah. I don't know. She fucking leaves and goes somewhere. I think she gets kidnapped. She's in the trunk of a car or something. I don't know.
I hear a description. Just like wanders off and gets kidnapped. Like,
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of what happens?
I think
it's
it
a
was at this point.
This flurry turned into a tizzard. I found the back of a trunk of a wizard.
Yeah.
Yes, well, that is true. You have correctly told the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, so he goes to pay his tab or whatever, and he takes
As
out
a respectable gentleman.
yeah, because he's
yes.
a nice guy, and he sees in his wallet, she's snuck into his wallet the photos that she took in the photo booth,
He's like, God damn it, I didn't kill her.
and it was of her wizard sleeve, and he's like, I got to get in on that.
That doesn't sound right at all.
No, that's not what the photos were her holding up a newspaper saying it was basically an exoneration photo. It's like, Ditch didn't kill me. I'm alive. Here's a paper. Go fuck yourself. And he sees this and he's like, his heart melts. He's like, oh, we got into a fight, but she just wanted to help me. I'm going to steal some guy's Corvette and go after her. And he does do that.
I don't see why anyone doesn't follow that.
No, it's just normal stuff.
Yeah.
So he drives to, I don't know where the fuck he goes. I don't know why he knows to go there.
I think he's going to buy a boat. He's going to a boat salesman.
Yeah, maybe in Arizona, lots of those there.
Well, there's one, and that guy's stoked.
Well, where he actually goes is another airstrip because apparently Arizona is just littered with
Oh,
small
skyboats. Yes.
Yeah, skyboat.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Skyboats.
Phoenix's airport is called Sky Harbor, which is a stupid fucking name. Sky Harbor.
Why are you not following my logic? I've told you this from
I'm sorry. I ignore you at my own folly.
Why are you not able to piecemeal my lunacy?
I don't know. I've been trying. And he gets there.
3 skyboats from my friend.
And he orders 3 skyboats from
Quite a tizard, my friend.
from Chuck. I don't know where to go with this. So he gets there. He sees the Russians are cramming her in the trunk of Shooter McGavin's Cadillac.
Oh, shit.
They drive it onto an airplane.
Yeah, he's like, this is such a weird
No,
plot point. He's
it's
like,
so fucking
he's like,
stupid.
this is a collectible car. I'm going to put this on a plane. You know, everyone's got an eye for this. And I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
That car, that is the worst car in the world.
I don't even know what car that is.
It's a Cadillac Alante.
Okay.
So it's designed by the Italians and built by the Americans, which is not a team up you want.
Okay, I mean,
Automotively speaking.
in for realsies, what is this movie, 94?
Yeah.
Mike, for realsies, is this like a sought after car? Like even today?
No.
Okay, like in 94, would this
Probably
be sought
not.
after? Is there any rationale for why this is being said?
I don't know.
There's
It's just a
probably
red convertible?
maybe a weird 1 or 2 weird collectors out there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
that
it was
look at this.
It was notable at the time because it was designed by Italian design firm Pininfarina, who does like Ferraris and Fiats and stuff like that. So it was like I want to say maybe the first Pininfarina designed American car. So it was supposed to be this like, you know, Italian exoticism with American luxury, which are 2 things that don't go together. It was a piece of shit car then, and it sucks now.
Quite the tizard.
It was a big old tizard. But yeah, so Shooter's convinced that this needs to be flown somewhere with the lady inside. And they're flying. I don't know where the fuck they're going. Everyone's flying everywhere.
Shake it off like T-Swift.
Ditch finds a guy named Chuck. He's like, Chuck, I need you to fly me and get me onto this airplane that's in the air. And Chuck's like, yep, that seems chill.
He's like, I don't know who you are, but once you deputized me, you also
Yeah.
deputized my
Penis. Heart, sorry.
Whoa. Whoa. Settle down, Alaska.
Alaska. Settled.
Golden nuggets will come all too soon.
Yeah, the golden nuggets are here, buddy.
Yikes.
You just got to look for them
Nope.
with your heart. So yeah, I'm just...
Hold on, more. I'm going to need to ride him. From the house.
So Chuck flies him up to the airplane. He gets on there.
Circle the block.
There's like an air kerfuffle.
Yeah. True. Gotta go back to the air.
Yeah. Got to be in the air.
Sky World.
Some stuff happens. The car falls out of the back of the airplane. Shooter jumps on it. There's an air fight. I don't know.
Shoot a good boom.
He escapes with the girl from the car. And everyone's super happy.
They are pretty happy about that.
Yeah, they are.
They lived. They liked it.
So yeah, they parachute out of the car. The plane lands. Gandolfini parachutes out of the plane and tries to kick Ditch's ass. Stabs the girl.
Oh yeah, she does not like that.
Not fatally, but
Yeah.
she stabs
They're
her.
like, I love you. And he's like, I've come from the sky. You probably would have seen me if anyone looked remotely up.
Yeah,
And
no
now
one's-
I am literally inches behind you, stabbing you in the back.
Yeah, just doing some stabbing.
Damn.
But he gets his because
That is some deep, not gray or white magic.
no, it's neither kind.
No, not magic at all.
No.
Navik. That's knife magic. You learn that in the circus.
But he gets his because he gets sucked into a wind
yes.
turbine for some reason.
Parachutes. He opens his parachute.
Yeah,
he
his
goes up and-
reverse.
Yeah, this I actually thought was pretty decent writing. This is when I learned villains do not like wind turbines.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, so like if you are made of human flesh and bone and tissue, you will not like wind turbines or being sucked into them. So
No.
boom. Even your magic can't save you now. Gandalf. Gandalf.
So this happens. The plane that they were on lands right behind them, and the police show up to arrest everybody. Why did they land the plane?
Why wouldn't you?
I
Showboating.
don't know. You're on a plane with a bunch of gold. Your boss just got killed. I'm taking that plane somewhere.
That's right. I didn't think about that. But why? I don't know. Just fucking land.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get arrested.
But that's it. That's the end of the movie. There's one last scene where they're in Russia getting an award, like it's Star Wars.
Yeah, I actually noted that. As I noted jokingly, this movie is on par with A New Hope.
Yeah.
I also, when we were watching this, noted on a couple occasions this movie is on par with Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade, because all of it I found a big ripoff.
So what you're saying is this director kind of wanted Harrison Ford, but it just didn't work out for him.
I think this director just wanted enough money to buy a Ford.
And
he did it.
Are you familiar with the movie Vanishing Point?
Yes.
So this director is the director of Vanishing Point's son.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like, where did you read that? That's like a weird thing to say.
It is a weird thing to say, but that's some fun trivia.
I'll track you down, buddy boy.
So he was just trying to walk in his father's footsteps.
Did he do anything else?
I don't fucking know.
Well,
I didn't research this.
That's a cold case.
I'm
friend.
not a professional, buddy.
Bizarre.
That's our second podcast, Cold Case Films.
But Ditch's car, that Dodge Challenger, is the same car from Vanishing Point.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not the same exact one, but it's the same car.
I did note that this director did do a lot of other movies similar to this in the 80s. A lot of them featuring Charles Bronson.
He's a big Bronson guy, I guess. Okay.
The big thing I didn't know about this director is if he wanted to reach out to us, he could reach out to us at rabbittroopsucks@gmail.com.
He could do
or
that.
directly go to our webpage, rabbittroopsucks.com.
I hear he's got our shower curtain already.
Yeah, get some merch. Get a skateboard, a shower curtain, get a chessboard. Hey, tattoo your friends with some henna kits. You know you want it. You got some pens, some pencils. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of that may or may not be true.
Yeah.
Whatever you dream of, that could be it. Yay. Also reach out to us. We could be on the social media, Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, what is everyone thinking about Terminal Velocity? I feel Charlie Sheen's just...
He's a powerhouse.
Oh my God. Like, fifth choice. That was Mike's trivia, that they wanted Tom Cruise and Charlie Sheen was like fifth choice. More like fifth choice.
Jesus.
This movie is not good, but it's good to watch with your bros. Your broskies, your friends, whoever they may or may not be. They could be in your head. They could be on the internets. They could be, I don't know, chatting while you're playing some video games. Like, hey, I'm on your team and I'm gunning some people down. I saw Terminal Velocity. No crapping way. That's what they'll say. Be like, Rabbit Troop sucks. What? Yeah, this movie's crazy. It was totally fun to watch with you guys, but is this movie worth watching? Hell no.
No, this movie's stupid as fuck. Nothing makes sense. Nothing anyone does is reasonable.
No. Charlie Sheen didn't need I'm not even saying that about Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's character Ditch didn't really need to be beyond 30 minutes of it. It could have been this weird Charlie Sheen cameo, like he was this instructor and I used him and now he's dead.
Well, just from
Twist.
the perspective of the whatever the fuck that chick's name is, like, if she had not done any of the first half of the movie, she didn't have to fake her death with Charlie Sheen. She didn't have to do any of that. If she had just gone to her fucking office, taken her goddamn tube, the movie would have been over. Because every bad thing that happens in this movie is because she's trying to avoid bad things happening.
This episode has been brought to you by Tube. Take
Tube.
it. Take it.
Much like the inanimate carbon rod, the Tube is the employee of the month.
I just want the promo code or the promo to be take it.
Take it, yeah. Log into go to our online store, discount code TUBE. Taking the tube, there'll be a undisclosed discount.
Is it tube or take it?
We got to figure it out. It's like a puzzle.
Both.
I'll give you a hint. The discount is 0% off.
Oh,
we could do another promotion. We could do another sale. No one bought shit for Black Friday.
But they could.
They missed out.
Christmas in July. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's going to be listening to this episode and they're like, tube, take it. I do want a Christmas shirt, and it is July.
Yeah, Valentine's Day's coming up, motherfuckers.
And I'm going to tell people when I go, jump off the high dive in my Rabbit Troop Sucks, tank top or t-shirt that, I support them, and, it doesn't matter. I'm not held or shackled down by the concepts of when Christmas is as a Hallmark holiday. It's in my heart always like the end of Scrooged. And once you feel it, you're never going to want to let go. And then you're going to want others to feel it too.
It's a night. You got to party hardy, Marty.
Yeah.
You're going to want it every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terminal Velocity. Anyone have anything else to say about this nonsense?
I don't. I had a blast watching it with you guys. This movie is stupid as fuck.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen. This is our first movie. That's crazy.
Yeah. We'll have to pick another Charlie Sheen movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said The Arrival, like no joke. I've seen The Arrival, a couple times.
You've seen it a couple times.
Several times.
And you think it is better than this. That's fair.
It's on par with this.
It's not a great movie, let's be honest.
It's a lateral shift in the Charlie Sheen franchise. But we could choose other films. Coming up, we have Dirty Work, 1998. There's a lot to talk about Dirty Work.
I love this movie.
Yeah.
I quote this movie constantly, and no one knows what the fuck I'm talking about because no one has seen this movie.
You just bring it up out of context to them. I love it.
There are, I don't know if you'll pick up on it, but there's at least 3 things from this movie that I say a lot.
If I think about it, I could probably pick up one.
You might pick up at least one of them. Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait for it. Unlike this movie, Terminal Velocity was forgettable.
It's very forgettable.
Very forgettable.
Yeah. I've forgotten already.
It's not like Ding Dang Dong. You're staying at the Plaza Hotel.
It wasn't, unfortunately. And how much was that each night for a stay at the Plaza
I don't know.
Hotel?
It doesn't matter when, I think our friend Colin out there has someone who could pay for it who's the father.
Are you saying Colin has the father? Has the bankroll for a night at the Plaza Hotel?
When you have the Yes. Well, as always, thanks for listening to Rabbit Troop Sucks. Welcome back to a new year where we're multiplying listeners' requests.
We're multiplying like rabbits.
And as I noted before, we'll get to some of the listener requests we had at the end of the year. We have some really fun ones coming up too. So, Terminal Velocity. If you're with some friends and you want to have a weird movie experience in the background, that's the way to do it. And I think by the look on Charlie Sheen's face throughout the entirety of the film, he's agreeing with me.
He is.
Well, he is the tiger blood father.
Well, he's the father of 2.5 men. Half of the man.
726.
I never saw the show.
Baby.
I don't.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was about to say, what's his role in that show?
I don't know.
Toddler fifths.
Toddler fifths. Is that like little fifths of booze that you give to
This
babies?
is my lunch meat in a post-apocalyptic world.
I'm writing that down, Mike. God damn it.
Toddler fifths.
Baby, what are you drinking? Toddler fifths.
A little bar in the corner.
Yeah.
Doesn't count if it's a toddler fifth.
That's the name of your daughter's like play school. My first bar is next to the kitchen that you got her. Daddy, come down to Toddler Fifths.
Well, it's always a good time at toddler fifths.
Yeah.
As always, Rabbit Troop Sucks.
Now you're cooking, Frank.